Hey guys, how you doing? Wednesday today. I was gonna try to get in here Tuesday, but I had chores to do, mow the hay field and all that. But anyway, here's our log. I've got my catch box here, my bee vacuum. I got a little old Craftsman shop vac here, and I got it plugged into my reel 110. I've got generators too if I ever got to go to the field. But what I wanted to show you was this. I've showed you this in the past, but I'll show it to you again. What I saw when I was pushing the cart for Miss Daisy at the store one day, I seen these. They only had two sizes of these. And I looked and I said, man, them are about the same height. So I pulled them off the rack and I looked at it. They've got these little fold down dealies here. And I said, you know, then the light bulb came on. Old Steve-O's light bulb came on. And so what I did, my 2 and 3/4 inch hole saw that I always use for cutting all my feeder holes in my beehive lids, that worked perfect for the Schedule 40 2-inch. It's a 2-inch coupler. 2-inch coupler. You can see I put a bunch of it hanging down. I didn't put any silicone on the bottom here because I wanted a kind of close fit here, but I gobbed it up pretty good here. My suction tube that runs to the bees goes in here. That happened to work perfectly. It was kind of conical. That came with this rig, by the way. It fit right in there just fine. Also right here, what I've done is put on a GoPro strap so you can see me. I'll put the camera on it so you can see me as I go with that. So yeah, all I did is drilled 3 holes on this side, 2 on the ends, 3 over there, and 2 here. Get these branches out of my way. Stay calm, girls. I'm over here working. So far, these guys have been pretty calm. That's a good thing. They might not be happy soon when I get into this, but that is what it is. Alright, so the way this works is you put this on the inside. You got plenty of room in here, you see. It moves around in here. Nothing's gasketed. Most of these you see out there the guys build are all gasketed up really super tight. I said, well, let's not do that. Let's try something. And it worked out great. So what I've done here, put a couple of pool noodles in here. It's just something for them to bounce off of, because they're going to come flying in. They're going to come in right about here, and they're going to be bouncing all over inside of here. So here's a nice little cushiony landing for them, like that. So you drop your lid on here. It's just a bored hole in here. And when I go to transport bees, now I can suck up bees in the field, and I did it last season. Hang on a minute, I gotta retie here. I did it last season, and all I did was take one of my wooden plugs that I have from the top, and I drop in here. Take this out of the box and put this right in your cab with you. It's just right in the truck. So it's nice and air conditioned, nobody suffocates. I've got this thing up under this canopy of this Brazilian pepper right now. Keep it in the shade because this box is going to heat up. We don't want to cook nobody. So that's all there is to it. Now with this here extending down, it goes right in that hole. Just like so. That's it. And then you flip up your locks on each end. Now when you fire this thing up, which I will do right now, demonstrate it. You can see that the suction is very light. That's what you want. The reason it's light is you've got all this, there's nothing gasketed here. The air can suck in around on this thing. But there's plenty, perfect amount to suck the bees up without damaging them. And it worked out slick. Like I said, I sucked up a swarm. A lady called me last season, and she had a swarm inside of it was in her yard. And she called me up, wanted me to come over, and the thing fell on the ground. Apparently the queen was damaged. She was out there with a ride mower, and I don't know if she bumped the limb or what, and the whole thing come crashing to the ground. And she set a cardboard box up, and they all crawled in a box. Well, when I got there, I just fired up my rig and I sucked them all into my back. Didn't damage the first bee. Now the plan is here, once I suck them up, I've reduced this entrance down a little bit with paper towel. I've got 4 frames in here. I'm going to rob a frame of brood over there, seal brood, shake the bees off, put the brood in here. Put this extra frame over back in there and let them go to work. Then we're going to throw this medium deep beefy on here. Throw this medium on here and use it as a funnel, because I'm going to dump all them bees in here. And then we'll put a patty on them and a feeder on them. I'll come back the following day, take this off and see how they're doing. So that's what we'll do with that. But what I want to do before we get into this, I want to go around and get a quick eyeball on these patties to see how they're doing, to see how they're consuming these patties. And I've got a bag here. I got this garbage bag here, and if I see any maggots, beetle maggots swimming through my pollen patties, I'm taking them out, dropping them in this bag. And then I will evaluate and put in a smaller patty. That way I'm robbing out these beetles, larvae, and we'll discard them. All right, let's fire this smoker up and get on with this here. Time's a wasting. I'll tell you what, guys, it is hot. It's in the 90s. Heat index is probably well over 100. So we want to move along fairly fast, but we don't want to go too crazy and get overheated. Get overheated and die of a heat exhaustion. Because you can do it out here. For sure. Check this hive around the corner here and see how it's doing. We're drinking syrup, guys, like crazy. I think I put this patty below here. Let's check it. Man, they ate that thing up. Holy crap. Okay. All right. I just made a bunch, another batch this morning of Cayman Reynolds recipe. So let's give them another hit here. I got some larger ones down in the bottom here. I made some larger ones, I made some smaller ones. So I made some larger ones, and then I've got some smaller ones here I made. And after today, I'll probably just store them in the freezer. Colony here is coming along pretty decent. Take off some of this extra paper. That's good enough. Get my bag here before it blows into the woods. All right, we can put this guy back together and let them girls go to work. I'm still supplement feeding for the simple reason I want to try to draw more comb on these girls. I'm real close to I'm super close here to another crop coming in. September 15th is when it's going to happen. Get some of this pollen patty junk off me. Yeah. This tree right here, and 10 million more of them just like it in Florida. Or billion. This is going to pop about the 15th. So you gotta love that. Let's see what's in this hive. They're eating on it pretty good, guys. As you can see, they're gobbling that thing up pretty good. I'm gonna put a small one on them. They're loving this Cayman Reynolds stuff now, guys. So make you up some of this stuff. I followed his small batch recipe, but he's got another recipe with more on it, so you can scale it up or down however you like. Yes, sir. We got to do all we can, guys, to improve the production of these bees, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Yeah, they're working on it. There's a beetle right there. We'll kind of just give him the smash treatment. These bees are eating this stuff up good. Let's go into one more colony over here. So it is attracting a few beetles. like I thought it would. But just so it doesn't get crazy out of control, guys. That's what we got to monitor. Oh yeah. It's not been on that many days. Look at it, guys. These girls are not only eating it, but they're eating the wax paper and hauling it out the front. What they don't use, they're hauling it out. So I love it. Love it, and can't get enough of it, guys. All right. I don't think I need to go into any more of these right now. Give them another 4 or 5 days and we'll open them up and then get more patties in here. Let's get on with this bee extraction here. Let me have a hit of my favorite tea. My favorite tea. Get you one of these things, guys. This thing keeps ice. You see this thing? Primula, I guess. I don't know how you pronounce it. But what's nice about you working the bee yard, you flip this over, keep your bees out of it. Then you can drink right through your veil. How nice. All right. Let's open up a beehive here, guys. I've got a few tools here. I got some channel locks and vice grips. We can start busting this thing up, hopefully. It may be real gnarly. I may have to get a tiger saw out and cut this thing, but the least amount the better, you know? Alright, I gotta switch rigs here. I gotta put this contraption on here. That way it can pivot. We'll stick our camera down in here now. Hope I didn't make you seasick. Get my camera going the right direction here. Had it in backwards. Don't work that way. Alright, we're going to start by sucking up some bees right at this entrance here. We'll suck up a lot of them. And I saw quite a few drones coming in and out of this thing yesterday. Yeah, I did. And the bees have moved back in there a little bit. But there's a lot of them here. Alright, let's get this thing fired up and show you how it works. I gotta get my spotlight. I don't see any food in this wax. These bees may be really hurt. Got a bucket here and put my wax in. Yeah, there's a little brood. Yeah, these guys have got no honey stored whatsoever. None, no food at all. These bees are hurting, guys. been damaged there. See, my bees are stacking up down here. No honey at all in this thing, none. At least we're getting a little bit of wax. Seen Queenie yet. Brood, but very little pollen and zero syrup, zero nectar in this hive. has actually got enough suction, guys, to pull them right out of the air. I can get within 2 inches of these beads and it'll go right up the tube. Eggs in there. Alright guys, I gotta get my tiger saw and cut this thing off and get in there because they're actually past this hole. The comb keeps going here. So I got to buzz this off to get in here. I don't know how far back it goes, but we got to get all the way to the back of this thing. So I'll be back in a minute. More holes in the backpack here, and these girls are saying, man, we got a maniac on our ass here, we gotta run. So they're coming out these other holes back here. I'm not a maniac, am I? I'll tell you one thing, guys, I don't know if we got to get the queen here out of this deal or not. Yeah, see, here's a little hole here. They were just pouring out of that thing. Yeah, I mean, these girls here are starving to death. So it's good that we found them when we did. Here's another big chunk of comb right here. That's full of brood. Slab full of brood. I'll tell you what, guys, I need to salvage that and put it in this, no need wasting all that brood. We'll put it in a frame. Yeah. We know this is the top because it was welded here, so we'll keep that orientation like that. And I'll stick it inside a medium frame and put it in the top side of this thing. Actually, I can put that right in the deep. I'll pop out that plastic cell and put that right in the deep. May do that with that one too, the next one. I'll be back in a minute. Bees yet. think we're getting down to the bottom here, guys. Yeah, looks like a little food frame down in here. So far, so much for killer bees, guys. I've only got stung maybe 10 times so far, and that's only because I pinched them against the wall inside this log. You know, but if I hadn't have told you we were going after killer bees, you probably never would have come over to my site. So, you know, that may be another gotcha, I don't know. We're just having fun anyway, right? A lot of bees in there yet, guys. Getting a pretty good little bucket of wax here. What you don't want to do, guys, when you're sucking bees with a vac is get in a bunch of wet honey or nectar and start sucking that in. What you're going to do, just gum up your hose. It's not a big deal, but you can rinse it out. Just run water through the vac. But you can't have honey and bees swimming together. It's just going to be a mess, and you're going to kill a bunch of bees. Bunch of nectar in there. I don't want to suck that nectar into this hose. Wow, guys, it just keeps going and going. Wow. Holy smoke. Wow, that box is filling up with bees. Sorry, have I got you guys drunk yet? Okay guys, I'm gonna dump these bees. This box looks like it's filling up pretty heavy. There's a lot more in that log. As you can see, they're boiling out here. This colony obviously goes way back here. There's just a little plug of solid wood back here. Look at all the log chunks I took off. And originally they were only like in about 10 inches, 12 inches from this end. So I've got my pollen patty down in here. I threw in those 2 rubber band pieces. So I'm going to disconnect my vac real quick. And them bees are balling up pretty good in the back here. I got a hunch queenies back in here. Yeah. Brought a bottle of sugar water here. Shake them down. Pull out your things. Give them a squirt of nectar. Wet them down a little bit. Dump them in your box. Good 3 pounds of bees right there, guys. And we ain't done yet. Good 3 pounds and we're not done yet. That quick, back in action. All right, we'll leave them girls to chill a little bit. We'll go for some more here. Woo, is it getting hot, guys? Stick a fork in me, guys, after this job. I'm done for the day, I'm telling you. But it is kind of fun, ain't it? It is fun till you fall over dead with heat exhaustion. All right, let's quit whining and complaining, Steve. I'll get back out of here. Starting to act like a little baby. I'm starting to act like a little sissy baby. Okay guys, all there is a bunch of punky wood back in here. I got most of the bees sucked up, so we're about done here with this operation. Let's wet these guys down a little bit. Okay, that's that. Woo-wee! What few bees I got left, guys, take this log right here. I'm going to set the lip of this thing. I'm going to set the lip of that log right there. Whatever's left in there can crawl out and go in their mama hive. We'll come back here tomorrow and I got a pretty good gap right there, guys. I'm gonna run some cellophane around there. Shrink wrap. I don't want any robbing on this thing. All right, guys, that's it for now. Sorry it's a long video, but it is what it is. I'll catch you all later. Be happy and get into them beehives. See you on the next one. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.